And you're also hurting people, not helping people. So how do you fix this? That sounds pretty serious, Jason. I want you to look in the mirror every day and write down 2 things. This is it. You're going to write down, what's breaking me today? What's breaking me today? Number 2, you're going to write down, what's building me today? So what's breaking me today? Oh, I got in a big argument with my boyfriend, my girlfriend, and this happened. So you're going to write that down. Why? Because you need to realize indecision drains people, and your indecision about a personal relationship, what will happen a lot of times, and I see this with leaders, they will come into work and these people have to listen to you because you're the boss. So leaders will come in and just dump on these people because they have to smile and look at you and pretend like they care. They do not want to hear your personal problems. They do not want to hear your personal problems at all. That's unfair to do that. You're taking advantage of your position. So what's breaking me today? Gain clarity on it. That's what will fuel you. Clarity fuels. And then what's building me today? Oh, I went and worked out this morning, or I had a run this morning, or I had a great conversation with the mentor. Find out what's breaking and building you. And then number 2, decide fast. Every day, make one decision, big or small, but you're going to make it without overthinking. You're going to start with yes or no decisions. Those are easy to do, guys. No, I'm not going to think this. No, we're not going to do this. Because what happens, it's a muscle. And momentum in decision-making will always, listen to me, will always build confidence. Number 3, own your chaos. Admit when you're stuck. Admit it. It's an ego thing. Admit when you're stuck, then take action to improve. That's self-awareness. Your team already knows your flaws. Guys, they know you. You've put yourself out there. If you're with them for 4, 6, 8, 10 hours a day, they know you. Just acknowledge them and move on. It's that simple. Because guess what happens? If you have self-awareness, you're going to end up working on them anyways. And they're going to see that too. And that's going to boost them up. And they're going to operate at a higher level also. Stop being a liability. If you trust yourself, your team will trust you. Guaranteed. So law number 2, forge your team. Stop making them fake it. Your team isn't fragile. They're just running around, being reactive, cleaning up after you. People tie their work to an impact. How is it impacting? Ask them. I want to get more of a vision of what you're doing with your role. I see this, and this, how you're impacting, in this area, And don't make it doesn't need to be about revenue and money. There's a supply chain crisis. Oh my God. There's an AI shift. Don't wait and see. Don't assess, and don't give it to a board to decide. Because guess what happens? When you don't make a decision, your team's winging it. And they're lost. They have no direction where to go. I did this once. I stalled on a crisis for weeks on end, and my team took matters in their own hands. And it felt horrible because I just felt like a passenger. It was horrific. I was like, kind of like one of the many hammers that I had to get hit in the head when I realized that I wasn't steering the ship and that my team was pretty much dragging me along. So how do you fix this? Decide fast. Pick a direction and commit. Start making calls at 70% certainty. Momentum will always beat paralysis. You're like, well, everybody always, when I start saying this, commitment is not set in stone forever. You're not chiseling something in stone. We have updates in software. Why? Because new things happen, new problems come up, and then it just updates, fix, updates, fix, updates, fix. That's the same with your commitment. In a meeting, hey guys, we all committed to this last week. Looks like this is the direction we need to go. We noticed this hole. These are some really good things. We can double down on this. Now you make the commitment 2.0 and then the commitment 3.0. The commitment always updates when you have team meetings. Decide fast.